Hi, this is my brother Kevin, my wife Jessica, and my mother-in-law Denise, and my baby girl Eddie. Hello, my name is Barry Davis, and today I will be talking to you about how to change your oil. Bringing your vehicle to a shop for a tune-up can be a costly venture, to say the least. But one easy way to cut down the cost of maintenance is to change your own oil. When first deciding whether or not to change your own oil, you should consider this graphic that I got from cartalk.com, and it lays out a little comically just how hard it is to change your oil. So changing the oil in a vehicle may seem like a daunting task to some, but it's really a relatively easy process as long as you stick with a few simple steps. Now you might be asking yourself, why would I change my own oil? Well, as I stated, first of all, it'll save you some money. Dan Edmonds of Edmonds.com he actually wrote that it would save you $25 to $75 per oil change, based on how much oil you use. Another reason is because it can be a fun learning experience. I enjoy working on my car, and then also you can really get a sense of pride when you are starting to maintain your vehicle yourself. Okay, so let's say that you've decided you're going to change your own oil. What would be the next step? Well, obviously you're going to have to gather your materials and tools. The materials needed to perform a proper oil change, according to Dan Edmonds of Edmonds.com, are as follows. One is the actual oil. The amount needed should be located in your manual, depending on what engine you have for your vehicle. The next is a new oil filter. Replacement plug washer. This should be in the same box as your new filter. And then as for tools, Dan suggests wrench, and this can either be a box wrench or a socket with a ratchet. And oil filter wrench, I usually use a strap wrench because it'll fit. It's kind of a one fits all. That's a strap wrench and oil filter wrench. And then an oil drain pan, a funnel, or you can use a plastic bottle that's cut off at the bottom. Rubber gloves, and this is if you're not quite ready to join the Dirty Mechanics Hands Club. And a jack or jack stands, depending on how much room you have to work underneath the vehicle. Okay, so now that we've got everything we need to do an oil change, we're ready to go ahead and jump into it. So, globaloil.com has a great article by Renan Fucci. He lays out how to change your oil in about 4 simple steps. So step 1 is drain the oil, obviously. To do this, you must find the oil pan underneath your car, and then the drain plug as well. You should place the oil drain pan underneath the plug and pull the plug and let the oil drain. Pretty simple. Step 2, replace the oil filter. So to do this, you're going to grab either your strap wrench or your filter wrench and take off the old filter. Let the rest of the residual oil drain out, and then replace the new one. Step 3, you're going to refill the motor with oil. This is once you've got everything buttoned back up, so it's not going to keep draining. And you will find how much oil you need to put back into the engine based on your manual and your engine. So as you're doing that, you're going to reinstall your cap and then check your actual level using the dipstick, and it should say full on the dipstick. Step 4 would be to clean up and recycle your oil and used oil filter, and you can do this by by taking it to any real auto parts store, and they will generally do it for free. Okay, so now that we know how to do the maintenance, how often should we do it? Well, it can definitely vary. CarTalk.com suggests that you should change your oil every 5,000 miles. Many manufacturers suggest that you should change your oil every 3 to 10,000, and I usually go by the rule of thumb every 3,000 or 3 months, whichever one comes first. And actually, CarTalk.com calls it inexact science because of all the variables that go into it. So in conclusion, as you can see, this vehicle maintenance is relatively simple. Bernard Gucci's article actually states that it's estimated to take about 60 minutes, and it'll go faster as you get more efficient at it. But no matter how often it needs to be done, it's